semifinals. That's the reset set. That's when emotions are high, everything's on the line, and you are just playing. So go on.
The thing is unfortunate is that is what happened at last Sunnyshore though. Like Cheesy after she won like the really close set with Darai, did kind of run over Y afterwards. Like I believe it was a 6-1 in her favor. But it'd be great to have that tradition broken here. I do agree with you.
Oh, completely.
Yes, I would love to have a climactic finish, especially between these two players who like haven't had the chance, and who knows when they'll have the next chance to play against each other in bracket where SBS is able to be given like his full focus of the game, you know?
Probably next Sunnyshore, hopefully. I would love to see them come back in the carpool.
Yeah, it would have to be this or another grassroots event, essentially. Yeah.
My question is, what do you think the first stage is going to be? Because they played previously earlier today. What do you think
so
the stage
I see Darai instantly bans Merchant.
And, as people should.
Yeah.
Oh, we can look right here, by the way, now.
Oh, cool. Thank you, production.
Yeah, Julesville, the Ohio Classic. You can't go bad here. I personally think that. But Darai coming out swinging, showing that SoCal's not going to just leave here and let the amazing semifinals just leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Or losers finals, rather.
It's already like looking so tough for SBS being shoved off. And I'm thinking also just in the back of my head, like we do know that SBS has other characters, but I fully believe he's going to just stick to Clairen for the entire night at this point.
Exactly. Right now, though, SBS is giving back pound for pound what Darai gave back to him. So it's nothing but amazing seeing both these players are going head-to-head. It's not even like scrapping. It's more so just they know for a fact, if you get a kill on me, I'm going to kill on you. If you get a combo on me, I'm going to combo on you. They're giving no space to each other. And they're trying to keep it so that no one gets the pressure over the other so that they can win.
I was a little surprised by the run-up smash by Darai there. But they're both still alive. What, the bubble stall to be just above the down strong?
Just enough.
That is, like, Stevens, SBS still picked up the kill right afterwards, but like that is a kind of crazy resourcefulness. And
the stall right there, leading to 60% already on this fresh stock.
This is, I mean, you called it right going into this that SBS is going to have so much momentum and confidence after the losers run he just went through.
There's nothing for him to lose for. Like, he only has all to win. With Arizona on his back, he's missing the skin, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, if he had the skin, I think it should just be a done and done, right? He wouldn't have dropped the game, obviously.
We're already seeing, amazingly, how SBS Punish game is showing up. Darai has to warm up again. That's the one thing, too, that we have to know. Remember, Darai had to stop playing and watch these two play this amazingly long set, and they were warmed each other up just enough to keep going.
That's true, yeah. Oh, those tippers! Just carried all the way across the stage.
Right now, Darai's trying to find a way in. Nice use of down tilt there.
For a moment, the percents were 666. I wonder if SBS noticed that.
A big thing, too, right now, I'll tell you about it, is that down tilt for Clairen in that situation where Ranno's on the corner, that Darai likes to be in, is very good because, I don't know if you noticed, but SBS is trying to abuse that F tilt actually challenges the bear. Long enough, it lingers. So that's what SBS was doing. And it actually worked. So it is a situation that they can do something. Nice dash dancing into F-Strong.
I'm expecting another F-Strong into the next dash dance.
I wouldn't be surprised with the way he's been working.
It's SBS is in his element. Yep. Oh no.
There it is.
This is the rolls I was talking about.
There it is. SBS taking game one, doing 5 rolls in a row, just like G-Pix said multiple sets ago.
That's how you know he's at maximum Steven. Like, it's just
Another thing, too, that you have to think about is that also humiliates Darai and how he feels about it, because he doesn't like to let that slide. He likes to, he does not like to be showed off like that.
Right.
I don't think anybody does.
Especially knowing that, like, Darai especially prides himself on having, like, clean, very purposeful play, right? To do something goofy, like roll back and forth 5 times, it just, like, seems philosophically, aesthetically against his principles.
Exactly. And another thing, too, is that we're sitting back to Darai's comfort pick over here, where he feels that he can keep Punish game going, it has enough space for him to move around and land, and it does, but SBS showing I'm still winning. I have Arizona on my back, and I'm not afraid of the world.
Just
going down there.
Okay, that's still going to be 120%, and yet another offstage situation.
Oh my
just
God,
off of that F tilt. Yeah, that tipper up air right afterwards too. That's only 40% on SBS to start off this game.
If darai takes a game, it's going to take a lot of effort because right now SBS is showing that it's over. Like he already knows what's going to happen. The random side B always gets me.
I mean, it is kind of
it's planned.
Legit out of hit stun option, right? Because there is invuln on the startup, right? If the opponent is overextending on something that's not true, they could die for it.
And if the opponent's always pushing, it's a good option, yes. But it's just the fact that we saw earlier, SBS just loves using the move.
Oh yeah, like doing it 6 times in a row. Yeah,
right here.
It's definitely funny.
The F tilt covers the option, which a lot of characters have trouble with.
Yeah.
Only showing exactly how good Clairen is in this matchup when it comes to corner.
That actually is so... Because I'm so used to seeing that situation be a riddle for players playing against darai.
It is just F tilt.
Yeah, like, it looks so simple.
It's a timing thing more than anything else when it comes down to it, but SBS knows that he's been playing this game for too long. Amazing up B trying to challenge it. Up tilt leads to the clank. Surprisingly to me is like that Ranno lost that clank with each other. Usually you see Ranno like clank with somebody and he wins the end.
Yeah, like in terms of just like how severe the trade is for both parties, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice F tilt coming in, following and leading to another quick win. F tilt putting in so much work for this matchup, and I'll reiterate again, it's a really strong move when it comes to tech chasing and a strong move when it comes to that corner game, and it shows just how strong it is when darai can't even wall jump come back bair.
I'm just comparing the way both of those players were like looking at the screen after that previous game.
It's left and right. It's two different worlds.
Yeah, darai looks like exhausted, and SBS has a focus in his like gaze that we haven't really seen all day today. Like, not to say that he's just been a complete goofball, but
no.
There is a clarity where it's just like, this is what I do. This is what I'm going to do.
Not even just that, it's also that the fact of just like, he has to carry on for chompers.
Yeah.
Winning against chompers was not a situation of, oh, I won, let's go. It's, I won, but I have to let my homie go back here. This is a me thing. I have to do it for us.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that idea.
It's an amazing top to try reading. Trying to stall. I'm surprised he didn't go for a nair, but rather bair has been doing a really good job in holding options for him, so I do see why. I'm kind of curious, what do you think Ranno needs right now? What do you think darai needs? Because these situations have been showing like darai, like you said, he's exhausted. This set has been killing him slowly to the point where he can't even get a kill or get in a situation he wants to be. What do you think he needs?
I'm going to be honest, I don't know. I really don't. I feel lost watching. Like, do you have ideas yourself?
A cold reset.
Yeah.
Ice.
I genuinely think, now that you say it, maybe darai just needs this set to be over with, right? Like, learn what you can from it and just, like, let the whatever happened here stay in this set, and you can go to set number 3 with SBS with a clear idea, right?
Yeah, because the thing is this, and no matter at the end of the day, darai has to win 3 games. But if darai loses this set after SBS, and like let's say he worked hard, he grinded all the way up, got 2 games, it's 2-2, and he still loses, he still has to win 3 games.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a taxing thing. Even being through winner's side is taxing. Maximum Steven over here from SBS, showing that nice up to up strong. Not really giving any room, to be honest. darai panic parrying for the first time actually tonight.
It's not something that we see come out from darai often at all.
And SBS just having no respect actually anymore. Because the thing was, he was willing to go out there and say, I'm gonna hit you, and I don't care if you can whiff. I don't care if you can have amazing damage.
That's so overwhelming, right? Like, once again, another run-up parry, and like, it makes sense that parry as an option against Clairen is a turn, where like, if the Clairen is swinging and you have no space to like retreat and like whiff punish her, right? If you don't have the disjoint to compete, then parry is what you've got. And when you're stuck in the corner the way that SBS kept darai there, it does make sense looking to that option as a way of breaking out. But SBS was ready both times.
Now, right now, though, their posture, how you said, is just different. darai right now is struggling. She's thinking of answers, solutions to these questions that he doesn't have any too.
And SBS is like completely upright. Like,
oh no!
Oh. Okay, here's the thing though. Darai wins on Merchant Port. What a turnaround, right? What a act of heresy for for Arizona.
I think that would be just what he needs. Not even just that, it's also the way he's playing right now, he's also different from last game. Last game he was super aggressive, he was really confident in his combo game. And it's not like he isn't, it's more so he slowed down his game just enough to where he can start challenging more. He slowed down the game to where he's not constantly disadvantaged. But right now it does not look like it could be what he needs just yet. He needs something else. He needs something that,
Ooh, waiting out that air dodge and chasing that side special too.
Oh, trying to get the down tilt up strong. Nice F tilt to bring him back.
Darai really just ran in with Dacus, okay.
Sometimes you gotta throw it.
Yeah.
The biggest thing right now, though, is that can Darai find a weakness in SBS's playstyle? Any sort of like chink in his armor that he can take.
So right now, I mean, what it
no.
what it looks like, especially with like how saucy SBS was looking in the previous set, right? That Darai kind of recognizes that SBS wants to play at this like higher beat tempo, right? And is kind of just jumping into SBS's space and really trying to provoke these whiffs a little bit better, right?
Yes.
And like that's how the percents got so even. Whether or not that's going to keep holding together remains to be seen, but Darai recognizing moments to find kills like that, so important.
Another thing too is, as you were saying about changing pace, he's relying more on needles now. He's relying more on nairs and bears. He's relying on his option selection to keep him alive rather than trying to get kills. It stops becoming a game of how do I kill fast. It becomes a game of how do I lead into a situation where I'm safe.
Right. I see the distinction. Yeah. Just
like he doesn't even go for his a natural ledge guarding like he does when he tries to recover from it. He doesn't even stay low anymore. He goes high. That was a nice mix coming in from him. Because he knows my option doesn't work.
It definitely looks like, even though Darai, you know, got, I believe, 3-0'd in the previous set, right?
3-0.
It wasn't like Darai was asleep at the wheel at all. It definitely doesn't look like that. With
there it is.
Beautiful catch
Slow
on the
down.
roll in.
Like you were talking about earlier, G-Pick, that slowing down of the game is exactly what he needed. It could be just the one thing he needs to keep pushing past this. There it is. Amazing recovery. SBS has to find solution for this now, because even if SBS has all that flair, all that momentum from previous games, you still have to adapt, and that does take energy.
Yeah.
Energy that he might not have because he had to give so much to chompers.
SBS has so much experience making runs at Arizona regionals too that I think he might have gas in the tank still, just for this last set too.
It could be it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely taxing with all the work he's been putting in, especially with the character that I know he likes messing around with Clairen and stuff, but it's not a character that I see him compete with in events a lot, right? And aside from doubles, I occasionally see the Clairen there.
I mean, even as you're saying that, he found a solution right now. He's putting pressure on Darai, keeping it going. Even stop trying to challenge the low recovery and rather just using F tilt to cover anything coming in from front and slightly above. Sadly, this timing was just slightly off. Oh, that would have tippered and gotten him right there too.
The second hit knocks away the bubble. That was actually pretty scary.
There it is. That was an amazing game one coming back for Darai.
Yeah.
Showing his work.
But SBS still won, right? We're talking about effort, right? About how much gas you have left in your endurance. And close losses like that are just such an extra drain, right?
Not to mention, SBS doesn't respect it anymore. Immediately, this game 2 just runs up and jabs.
I mean, that's part of like what Darai was responding to in the previous game, and was getting him so many of those neutral wins, was like recognizing this is an SBS that's so confident that he's sometimes not even waiting for them, like not waiting for like the whiff in the way they should expect, right? Just proactively.
He forces it.
Yeah, it's just or rather just like, I know you're gonna be here, so like have the hitbox.
There it is. Immediately knowing that they're not even gonna try challenging and try to cover right there and stall it. SBS taking advantage of every chance he gets against Darai. Darai, however, is still putting up a fight, not really giving any ground when he can. The one bad thing about the situation, nice read on the air.
So good. Oh man, like
there it is, right back. The bubble.
Oh, bubble's ready to go.
There
The
it is.
safety net.
Oh, second hit.
SBS I like that SBS swung at the bubble once, and it got moved out of the way by darai, and then SBS didn't bother with it again. He recognized that if he tried to hit it again, that would give darai the opening he needed to recover it entirely.
Exactly. One thing too, though, is that he has to find an answer for darai dash attack. It's literally giving him a get-in he needs, and he can't seem to find a kill here. Oh my god! Amazing recovery coming in from darai.
And like, kind of necessary too. The fact that he's able to dig this deep, stack all those skills on top of each other.
Right now, SBS is starting to burn down a little bit. He has to find a way to kill darai. 162.
Hey, I mean, is this the reasoning behind darai's counter pick here of Gates partly? Is just like, if I can get into that Marthritis zone, maybe I can just win out with value, because back air, you know, it has no wrist muscles. It's always going to kill for Ranno.
Exactly. That's going to be it right there. Oh no, barely whiffing. Living. The DI is there. Bubble. Nice tech.
Being able to sneak by SBS's attempted intercept.
There it is.
The nair.
Dash attack.
Ooh, the needle charge turnaround to get the back air facing exactly where it's needed. SBS finding that side special, but here's the thing.
He's at 144.
44, yeah. This is basically a stock lead.
It's about to be another one. And it's kind of what I was talking about too. SBS has one issue this whole match going forward, is he cannot handle his dash attack. Ranno dash attack has been getting darai in where he needs to every time, and he has not been getting the timing down for it. Nice tech chasing coming from darai, showing I'm still in this. I'm not done. You may have won that first game and you won the first set, but I'm here to show.
Second spike, but there's no
showing
way.
Exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
Second stock came in, and he only took 10%.
That second forward air. At first I was like, oh, can SBS live? But send that far away at that low of an angle. Like, that is such a nightmare for Clairen to come back. And that's like without thinking about darai there, like having interception.
Exactly.
On that recovery. Yeah. That was what darai needed to turn things around, get himself a point on the board.
SBS taking darai to the stage where he won last time. Might be feeling confident. He needs to feel a little bit better.
I mean, I do know that, like, didn't SBS counterpick the stage earlier?
No, it was darai, and darai lost here.
Okay.
So SBS counterpicked it right now.
Because I know SBS does think this is a, if my memory is right, that this is a good stage for Clairen.
Yes.
Yeah, but
there.
Right now,
Darai's
Darai's just looking good. Period. Wherever you put him.
darai finally found the thing he was missing. He finally got everything he needed to go, and he's starting to use his tools to the best of their abilities. Using dash attack to get in safer, so he doesn't have to worry about as many options challenging him along the way. He's using his needles to keep people out. He's using, not even that, he's using needles for positioning. It's something that you can only really see at a higher and higher level you go. Like, you're starting to utilize this whole kit.
Oh,
there it is.
Prepare
not a kill,
it.
Sadly.
I mean, the DI from SBS was so hard to decide to not die.
The thing is, though, SBS is still at such a disadvantage. Has not gotten rid of the stock, and at 100.
Yeah, this is already looking overwhelming. That Dacus is going to do it. This puts darai still on the first stock.
And here we go, seeing darai come back with just emotions flurrying. Oh my god, amazing movement to dodge that one attack. Side B wasn't enough. Nice tech chase. Or not chase, but rather follow. Ooh, that's all right. 50% on the board. This could actually be anyone's game.
The first course, it's...
Oh, no, actually, hold on. There's another stock. I forgot.
Yeah. I'm like, hold on. We need one more stock taken before we say something like that.
So I was looking at it. I thought darai had one stock still, so I was just like so infuriated with the game. Like, oh my god, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, no, that's the reason. I was like, uh-oh, this is definitely darai taking back control of this grand final.
And here's the big thing too, is I think if SBS can get darai to last stock, it gives him just enough to get him going for the next one. But if he has trouble killing here...
What is that decision? Oh, man. This is forces darai into an awkward recovery. Can't tongue to the wall.
Bubble. Tech. F-tilt. No, F-strong.
So deliberate that weight that SBS gave.
Oh, nice positioning with bubble for darai. Using the bear immediately.
Yeah, just what darai needed to try to sneak
There it
by.
is. Not enough just yet. Bear to follow.
Air
nice
dodge,
positioning.
Oh, you're going to die there.
He found his answer. He's starting to figure out the movement. He's starting to figure out when to do it.
Yeah, so now this is actually potentially within SBS's striking distance. If he can get another edge guard starting, quick. It's possible, but right now, darai starts his own edge guard this high of a percent. Clairen on Air Armada.
SBS having a lot of trouble coming back, already at 112%. Coming back on the F tilt.
Hitting there.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's just like, it was so perfectly spaced. They're on opposite corners of that
down
platform.
Tilt, multiple tech. There he goes.
Beautiful chase.
Here's what I'm going to say right now.
Yeah?
SBS got to the last stock. He's got the confidence. He knows he can do this.
Yeah.
SBS is going to take the stock. He's going to go to game 5. I honestly believe that. If not, darai is going to put everything he has in his tank right now into this game.
I do believe you called it going into this grand finals. It would be 3-0 set 1. Game
or 3-1 set 1, but darai couldn't close it.
Yeah. But it's looking like so far you had your finger on the pulse.
Darai's emotional. Darai's literally, like right now, it's furious. Like he's been getting styled on the first 3-0, had to reset completely, and he's all right. You know what? I'm back. I'm not gonna let this happen again. But SBS again, still holding Arizona and Chompers on his back.
Got it. Just picturing holding Edelus on your back.
As a Clairen?
Yeah. That is definitely not skipping back day there.
If anything, that would be just an amazing picture for Arizona for how well they did today. If you just had Clairen carrying all of them. Oh my god, barely missing the bubble.
Yeah. Ordinary, like, it's surprising to us because darai is so consistent at it.
Yes.
Right?
But it also could be that the angle the sword hit him, that it wasn't just enough. Another thing too, and I'll say this right now, is if SBS can keep up punish game alongside platform camping, darai's gonna have too much trouble in this match. Sadly couldn't use the air dodge.
Yeah.
Now he's darai mixing up the tempo, using speed over anything else, trying to get in, trying to put pressure, not even giving a second to breathe, is exactly what he needs right now to make this work.
Stuffing out all of these buttons. I mean, here's the thing, darai is 1 game away from being the Sunnyshore 2 champion.
But
yeah, I mean, he's got to get through right now the SBS with new wind in his sails right now, just barely slipping by that up strong.
Nearly leading to the kill.
No, that tipper there.
That tipper would have been it.
Yes, absolutely for that stock.
Oh my god, it hit from
darai has 1 more stock to take to win his own tournament.
He's expecting to roll. SBS is getting too greedy right now. It's costing him way too much. darai giving everything in this last combo. Putting pressure. He may be at 1 stock, but he did put 46 on SBS. This is going to be exactly where it matters. SBS has to put the pressure. Using F tilt to get him off stage. Sadly, F tilt doesn't get the next one. Dash attack barely whiffing. Now it's just a scramble.
It's all a matter on who can get that off stage first, right?
Exactly.
And right now, I mean, we have ourselves yet darai getting what he needs, lining up the back air,
and
gets the strike
darai winning Sunnyshore 2! SoCal taking it!
Defending his
Nothing
own
but
region.
respect for that.
That is incredible work by darai. Stopping a renewed Arizona SBS. SBS nodding his head along with that too. Fantastic work by darai. Like you said,
gave everything. How'd you feel?
I'm only a little bit washed.
Little bit. Bro, you 3-0'd darai the first set, and then after that you still had tank to go. Man, what you hear from these players when they give it everything.
You don't understand the standards that SBS holds himself to.
You know what? You're right. I don't.
Yeah.
But I can tell you right now, darai met his. darai came back that last set, refreshing from the first one. He goes, you know what? I lost 3-0. It doesn't even matter. This is exactly where it matters.
You know, speaking of, Tricky, would you like to interview our champion and TO of Sunnyshore 2? I don't know whether or not that's something that can happen. You can switch with me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll interview. You're just like the President Obama meme. You're giving yourself the medal after, winning your own event.
Yes. It's every month. I haven't dropped a single SoCal tournament. So
I do have to ask, what gave you the last bit of gas? What was going through your mind when you're already 2-0 down, first set, and SBS was taking it over you on that last game?
Nothing really. That just fucking sucked. that was just shit. I mean, like, I feel like we were both playing really good, but in the first set, he just kind of more so had my number when I was trying to get out of disadvantage, because I was trying to go to the platforms like all the time, and he would just show up with a nair and stuff me out, and I got fucked for it. So in the second set, I'd like slowed it down. You saw a lot of moments where he was like trying to bait something, and I'd just wait, and then I'd punish him because he'd end up charging a down smash in front of me, so I'd fair spike, up smash, whatever. So
That was amazing. For the second set, though, I'm kind of curious. When you changed your momentum just to be faster than him, just to keep on him during that last match, what was going through your mind? What was pushing you to get like this final win? Like, because you're already up 2-1. You
I
had
was
everything
trying
you
not
need.
to think about winning.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I didn't want to think about winning because I started thinking about winning during game 1 of set 2 on Merchant Port when I was up, and then I lost. So I'm like, I'm just gonna play the game. So you just kind of have to stop thinking about it.
And just your skill, let it out and just play it, because you've been through so many situations. You've known that you can
Yeah,
play
as
it.
my good friend Penguin once said, don't think about what you're gonna tweet when you win Genesis before you win Genesis.
That's actually true.
Hence why he's never won a Genesis.
He's always thinking about the tweet, huh?
He's always thinking about the damn tweet.
And I have one more question. It is, what do you think of your run going through this? Because you were killing it through winners all the way through. And then till grands, how do you feel about your play and about how you did today?
Dude, my raster is so much better than Squano's.
We were talking about that earlier because someone did inform us it was for like Squano's. Like,
Oh yeah, I
reference.
only did it to make fun of him, and I'm so glad I won. If I lost that, I would have cried.
Well, thank you so much. It was an amazing set. It was amazing for you to host and for invite everyone
Thank you
here.
everyone for fucking coming to this. Some of y'all drove like 9 hours.
Arizona
These
drove
fucks in the
by.
back. SBS drove 9 hours to be here.
Yeah.
He's so excited and happy. Look at this happy little boy. He beat Big Chomp. He beat Big Chomp today. He's never done that out of region apparently.
Really? It's an amazing, a lot of upsets today to see too, about stuff like that.
Yeah. It was a dope tournament. I'm glad everyone came. I'm glad it turned out. I hope it counts for rankings, Steven. I hope it counts for rankings. He shrugged at me. Anyways, thank you guys all for fucking tuning into this tournament. I see 50 people watching right now. Thank you everyone for coming. It's been dope. Payout will be handled tomorrow probably because I have to deal with a bunch of shit.
Yeah. And then don't you start getting ready right now?
Not after beating Elkies and Chompers, you're not. Oh, you did lose to fuck. I lost to Bacon today. Fuck. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Y'all have a good one.
Bye.